You're listening to the Integrated Business Planning Podcast.
I like this little tagline, actually. It's reactive reporting to more active decision making, right? And I think you just stated it there, right? And it's just like, how companies can use data to better inform decision making. And I think both you and I are very, very passionate about that. And how would you say, just a question on that, how would you recommend kind of organizations or finance leaders, find those true drivers or KPIs, right? Because there's data and then there's information, right? And so, question being, how did you kind of isolate, what were the important KPIs and how did you avoid, for the experience or within your organization analysis paralysis, and avoiding the noise, shall we say,
Yeah, no, that's a great question, because it's true. You can quite easily go down the wrong path very quickly and not really measure the key success factors to the organization. So in my opinion, and with any team I've worked with, it was all about underlying business drivers, understanding why it's important to measure a certain KPI or a certain key performance measure, and what the benefit of understanding that driver was and how that leads to better decision making. For example, if we're trying to remove cost from a process, what part of that process do you measure? Which is the relevant measure to ensure that you receive the information that will drive a decision improvement process? Because to your point around paralysis analysis, I've seen scorecards with 30 deep KPIs, and I'm probably guilty of producing those scorecards in my past as well and presenting them to management. And you can see the glazed look in everybody's eyes as you stand up in front of them and throw a scorecard with 30 KPIs on it, and they're thinking, okay, what's the message? What are you trying to get to me? Where's the storytelling in all of this? So it's fundamentally getting behind each of those and understanding which 3 or which 5 drive key decision-making in that organization.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Integrated Business Planning Podcast. If you have a transformational story to tell or would like to drop some wisdom or share some insights about your experience or your journey, I'd love to have you on the podcast. So please reach out. Thank you.